guys, it's Destiny Rose and welcome to my channel. It's very nice to, I guess, be with you guys. First and foremost, I'm going to apologize for any background noise. I do live in a house with a lot of siblings who do their own thing. They might be acting ghetto outside my window. I don't know. I heard someone mowing their lawn. I don't even know. But today's video is basically going to be on how to start a relationship with God. This video is for anyone who has a relationship with God and wants to strengthen it, or someone whose relationship is non-existent and they want to build one. And I feel like building one is really important, especially in times like these where there's a lot of like sickness and death going on, and like I don't see anyone better to go to than God. To me especially, I feel like denominations, Catholic, Baptist, aren't really important, because as long as you know God and you know what he's about, and you're not being a judgmental, overbearing person, I see nothing wrong with being together with your brother and sisters in Christ. Okay? I do have church background, but I was never a heavy prayer. I didn't really have a relationship with God. I had a fake one, if that makes sense. Like, I would go to church, I would play the role for my parents so that they would not be on my back. I would go to church, pay my tithes. When I was in trouble, I would pray. I didn't have the ongoing daily relationship that I do have with God now. From someone who technically built it from the ground up, I know it may sound hard and it may sound scary. I feel like you're not worthy enough to have a relationship with God, but that is not the case. One thing I say to everyone is come to God as you are. Whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're going through, whatever sadness is in your heart, you are at the perfect standpoint to come to God. I mean, this might sound like kind of crazy, but you're one of the perfect candidates to start building a relationship with God. When you're at your weakest, at your lowest point, calling on him, he will always answer. He will never leave you. He will never forsake you. The first step in starting the relationship would be to just start it. Just don't think, oh, I need to stop doing drugs, or I need to stop having sex, I need to stop watching porn, I need to stop lying, I need to stop stealing, I need to stop cheating. If you're doing one or even all of those things, that's perfectly fine. I feel like people have this idea that God is some like judgy, super angry like guy in the sky who's gonna like strike you with lightning as soon as you tell him everything you've done wrong, and that's not even the case. In fact, if you come to him and admit all the wrong that you've done, he will forgive you instantly. I guess like in the world that we live in, that's very hard for people to grasp. A lot of people aren't forgiving. We live in a really judgmental society, so people feel like, you know, if they come to God of all people with these things, they're going to be judged heavily. In fact, he's just going to forgive you and try to help you grow and move past it. So that's just the first step. Coming to God, speaking to him, and just the first step is just starting. Don't compare your paths to other people. I don't think you have to dampen your personality to fit in his standards. He created you. He knows the type of person you are and your personality. He's not gonna make you be someone that you're not. He just will help shape you. The next step in building a relationship with him is consistency, maintaining that consistency. Think about one of your closest, bestest friends. If you stopped talking to them out of the blue and then randomly you were in some trouble and you needed help, so then you called them and then you texted them, do you think they would be willing to help? But even if they did help, how would you feel knowing that you were a bad friend, never contacted them, and they helped you? A lot of times we are that bad friend, and God is the friend who's always willing to help. Treat God like one of your friends that you talk to every day on a daily basis. When you talk to them every single day, you get closer to them, you know more about them. If you just stop talking to them, if you talk to them every 3 months or every time you're in trouble, you don't have a solid relationship. You're not talking to them. I pray 3 times a day, and I'm not saying for you guys to pray 3 times a day, but I strive to pray in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night at least. That way I talk to God as often as I would eat a meal. I talk to God as often as I would talk to any other friend. Some of my friends, I talk to them once a day, once a week. If you're trying to build a relationship with God, that's where consistency comes in. Maintaining that consistency and talking to him every day. I guess this is the third step. Don't be afraid of what he's going to do in your life. When you're building the relationship with God in the beginning, he may strip you of a lot He may strip you of nothing. This part scares people when it shouldn't. The reason sometimes God won't want what you want is because he'll want something better. The misconception is with like people with God is they think that he doesn't want something for them that they want for themselves. God only has 3 answers. Yes, you can have it. Yes, you can have it, but you need to wait. No, you don't. You can't have it. I have something better. So those are the options he'll give you. So don't fear what he has in store for you. So it's another way to build up your relationship with God. Another way is praying often. And the Bible says to pray without ceasing or ceasing. I don't know. And that just basically means like praying without stopping, which ties back again to what I said. Praying often. Maybe you can just pray when you wake up and before you go to bed. Prayer is that connection with him. Even though you may feel like he doesn't hear you or nobody's listening, everything you pray for, he works on it. So even if you feel like you didn't hear him or he doesn't hear you, he heard you. I'll gladly make a video on how to pray effectively if that's something you guys want to see or if that's something you guys need. Learning how to pray and all that may be confusing, especially to someone who's new to building their relationship with God. This tip, if you're not going to take anything from this video, take this. If you're someone who doesn't even want to pray, playing a gospel song is like praying 10 times to God. So play a song. If you don't feel like praying, play a song, and that's a great way to build a relationship, worshiping him. The same way you hang out with your friends and you listen to music, you listen to gospel. I sing praises to his name. I go on the Bible and I read. I go on the Bible app and I read and learn more about him, learn more about his word, and try to connect with him on a spiritual level. It's another great way to build your relationship with God and really connect with him. And I don't even know, 4th, 5th, or 6th way is the Bible app. The Bible app has all these like plans that you can do. They're like devotionals that you can do that will help you in whatever problem you're in. You can look up anxiety, you can look up love, you can look up sex, you can look up a lot of things pertaining to what you're going through, and there will be thousands of plans that you can look up. How do I stop stealing? Just look up stealing, greediness, like things like that, and you'll find a lot of plans on that. And they are usually like, I think the shortest is 3 days, and they'll go up to like 30 days. But I try to stay within the 3 to 7, 10-day range. If it's more than like a week or 2, I might not keep up with it, especially when you're first starting out. So go for something that's 3, 4, 5 days. And a lot of the times they'll give you verses pertaining to your problem, and they'll help you identify what's God's role in the situation and what he can do for you. There's a lot of solutions and answers to questions and problems that you have that not everybody can answer. I'm gonna see if I can link my account, my link down there. If you want to add me and be friends and start a plan with me, you can do plans with your friends. So if like you don't want to do it by yourself, or you need an accountability partner. And I do lots of plans with my friends. I do Bible groups, like Bible study groups, and we all do plans together. And it's great because there's a section where you can comment how you feel. A lot of people feel differently about the same text you're reading. Like the different interpretations and the different ways it touches people will really broaden your perspective and really open up your eyes and open up your heart to receiving God's word. And I feel like me being in those study groups and doing plans and stuff really did help my relationship with God. And the last thing I'm just gonna say is be wary of the enemy's presence. I mean, Satan, devil, the enemy, negative energy, whatever you want to call him, be aware of his presence and that he will try to stop you. You know, like if you see yourself going in the right direction with God, don't be surprised when he'll dangle something in the left and make you want to come back. You're praying to God, you're on this great path, and then all of a sudden the toxic ex wants to come back. So if he sees that you're moving on and you're getting close to God, he will find ways to try to bring you back. All of a sudden when you want to go on the Bible app, all of a sudden when you need to pray, you get distracted. Like, don't take those distractions lightly. They're happening for a reason. That's all I have to say for now. I hope this video helps you guys. I hope it touches whomever's heart that it needs to touch. And I hope you guys really start building relationships with God and getting closer to him. If you guys do want me to make a video on how to pray more effectively and start a prayer life, just comment down below and I will definitely get on that. Just know God hears you. He loves you. Even if you don't think he hears you, he hears you. If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below. or my socials are in my description box. DM me anything. I'm more than willing to help you guys on your journey to getting closer to Christ. I would love to see every one of you guys in heaven. And I mean that because it's gonna be a party. It's gonna be lit, low-key. And think about a party you go to with your friends. When your friends aren't there, how much fun are you really having? So I would want as much people as I know in heaven. So if you really need help, if you want me to pray for you, if you need guidance, drop a comment down below. If you don't want to drop a comment, DM me. But like, comment, subscribe, support, and I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching.